Hi, this is Jakosky with Bardess, and I'm going to show some of the key features that are coming up in QlikView 11 that I think are going to make a huge difference in the products we deliver, the end user experience, and sales of QlikView. So the first thing we're looking at is the QlikView access point. You can see that it's a lot cleaner, and this carries over into pretty much all the areas of QlikView. And I'm going to select the movies database. Well, let me show you how you can search. This search is on the name of the file as well as the metadata. And we're just going to open this app and start building some Ajax objects using this data model. So the first thing about the new collaboration-oriented Ajax interface is that we can click this plus sign and create our own sheet to start working on. Now let's just start throwing some objects on the page. And the first thing that you might notice is that as soon as you drop an object, it's populated with dimensions and expressions. They may not be what you want, but at least there's something there that gives the object some dimensions, meaning that gives the object some shape, some size, something you can feel and start working with. The other thing that you probably notice is that all of the properties and all the boxes that come up are engineered to be large and clickable. This is clearly for a touch type interface. The big X up in the corner that makes it really easy to close. Yeah, so Ajax is really embracing the iPad way of doing things. QlikTech is trying to have a unified interface across all objects, at least from tablets and larger. For smaller mobile platforms like BlackBerry, iPhone, etc., they're re-engineering the display of objects, and we'll probably take a look at that at some point. But just know that on any device, even a small one, you can look at things this way, like what's on the screen right now, and any browser will support this interface as well. So let's move on to changing the properties. Let's pull that out. All right, let's take the average rating. Okay, that's starting to look pretty good. Let's make this a little prettier. We'll click the More button. Give this a label. Okay, that's starting to look pretty good. Let's put a drop-down selection on Actor. Now, I went to the Presentation tab in this Properties box because Presentation is where drop-down select used to be. Well, QlikTech has moved things and put them in places that make more sense. The drop-down selection is a property of the Actor dimension, and that makes complete sense to me. So any dimension that's in the chart can be enabled for drop-down select as a sub, these sub menus. Okay, so there's our chart. Now the next thing is the repository. Now the repository people are already used to because it contains charts that are shared by other users, and they can pull out and incorporate into their own workspace. What people may not have realized, and certainly no one talks about it, is that the repository also contains dimensions and expressions. And what's amazing is that these things can be dragged and dropped. And this functionality has actually been here since QlikView version 9, but the Ajax interface is so difficult to work with that no one's really in here and looking to take advantage of this. Now that the Ajax interface is so much better, certainly people are going to be in here, they're going to discover this feature, they're going to want this feature, and let's see how this works. All right, I just dragged that. Let's drag the year as well. We'll add an additional year dimension. And there we go. And this is obviously this is a great beginning. We can show that end users, non-technical, can open the repository, open up dimensions, find something that's relevant, and drag and drop it. Now we're going to take a look at the annotations, collaboration. This is getting a big push from QlikTech. They're calling it social business intelligence. It's not just QlikTech that's pushing the social aspect of it. Every major business intelligence vendor recognizes the benefits of being more tightly integrated with the social nature of business intelligence. That's because it's never something that's done alone. It's always going to be produced and delivered to someone else, or discovered and shared, or discovered and commented on. QlikTech has added notes, and here's the icon up at the top. All of this works in iPad. Notes are attached to a particular object, so let's select a director that we like. How about Clint Eastwood? Okay, let's pull the year out. So we can see that there is some variation in the average rating for Clint's movies. All right, and let's share this. We'll right-click on the straight table. And we'll click on Take a Snapshot, which is like taking a bookmark. All right, so now we've added an annotation. Let's clear out our selections, and now let's pretend that we're coming in as someone new. We can see the comments that have been made. You can see a little bubble that pops up, letting users know which object has the annotation or note. And we've opened up this note. We can click on the snapshot icon and see what was on the screen when they made that note. Let's add a comment. All right, so now we've added our comment onto that note. Let's take a look at maybe a different director here. How about interesting. Okay, so Martin Scorsese clearly overall has improved marks compared to Clint Eastwood. And we'll take a separate snapshot, and now that snapshot is brought in as a comment. Now if you imagine a third user coming in and wanting to catch up on the conversation, they might have been sent a link, and they can bring up our two snapshots and just compare them that easily, side by side. Now the last new feature that I want to go through is session sharing. At any time in Ajax, I can open up sessions sharing. This is a feature that can be turned on or off for specific documents or for the entire server. And you can see that it's possible to copy the link, email the link. We can control sharing to some degree, stop an active sharing session. All right, so let's just copy this link, and it works it just couldn't be easier. I'm going to open up a new tab, and that's the full link. And these two tabs running simultaneously really represent two different users. They just need to be able to reach the server via the web on port 80. And that's it. We now have two sessions. This user can make a selection, and it's immediately visible on both sessions. All right, well, thanks for watching this demo of the features that I think are the most exciting in QlikView 11 in terms of satisfying user demands and selling QlikView against the competition. On the screen right now, you can see the QlikView 11 demo site, us.demo11.qlikview.com, and there's some really great demos. I would especially look at the social experience and the what's new in QlikView 11.